Detlef Keller, all the way from Germany today, a fantastic electronic music artist. If you don't know him, I hope you know him after this because you've created some beautiful music over the years. So, thanks for coming on, and let's hear about your story. How did you start getting interested in music?
Oh, it's a long time ago. So I think it was 1974, 1975. A lot of colleagues, they listened like me, Klaus Schulze for the first time. Time Wind, Moon Down,
Oh, I
Mirage,
love Moon Dawn, right?
that's it. And I thought for myself, that's what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
So when I was around about 6, 7 years, I have a small organ with a fan with air.
Oh,
So, and the fan was much louder than the sound. It was funny.
that is.
And then I think with 30, 40 years, I got an Farfisa organ
Hmm.
with two manuals. And so, and I create a box with my own sequencer.
Oh, okay.
I learned electronic. I'm an electrician technician for
Oh, you
electronic.
were? Okay.
Yeah. So I built up an electronic platoon with an yeah. I and it was not a sequencer, but I built it like a sequencer. It
Got
was,
it.
and then when I earned my first money, I take, is it credit? I
Was it an
I
ARP you bought or a mold? What
no,
was the brand?
no, my first was a Kruma DS2.
Okay.
It's completely with case, and so a lot money for me, 2,500 D-marks, and it was so much money, and
Hmm.
I earned only a little bit money, but that was my first, and then the string ensemble also from Kruma, and then the Korg MS-10 with the SQ-10 sequencer.
Oh, wow.
And then I met a guy, he make also electronic music, and we make together music. And he has also a Roland Promars and DX100 from Yamaha, and so we work together. But a couple years later, he has ideas for another parts, and
Yeah.
I worked alone.
Okay. Well, that's what happens sometimes, there's different paths that occur, but is this Mario that you were working with?
No,
Is
no,
it
no,
somebody else
no, no.
before
That
that?
was before,
Okay.
long before. Um, I created a cassette in Germany, Klanggedanken, sound thoughts, maybe like something in English,
Got it.
Klanggedanken. And I sent, now in Germany, there was a radio show, Schwingungen, Winfried Tränkler, WR, it is a big radio station here. And he made meetings outside, and there I met Ron Boats from Netherlands.
Okay.
He has a CD label, and he organized two big concerts in the year. And so I think it was 1992 or something like that.
Right.
I gave him my cassette, here, my music. I heard nothing.
Huh.
And in November 1993, I went to Gelsenkirchen. It's an ort near hereby where I live now. And
Right.
there was a concert with Mario and Bas. They played in a church.
Okay.
And there was is it a couple, men and women? So I sat by them and I talk about me, my music, and I have a cassette. And that was friends from Bas. And
Okay.
after the concert, Bas came to them, and I learned, or I met Bas for the first time. And I say, hey, Bas, that's my cassette.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, phone call, Bas, we make a CD.
Oh, wow.
Bas had an own small label, AudioWorks.
Yeah.
But that was the last CD with AudioWorks. So it was not his main job or his main thing to make CDs, because Mario has his own label, Manikin Records. But the CD was AudioWorks, and it's called Story of the Clouds. That was the first CD.
I heard that. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's a
Yeah.
really great record.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And in March or April 1993, I met Mario for the first time. And in summer, I think in June, Mario and Bas played a small concert at the Planetary. And so I went to Berlin, 520 kilometer roundabout, to listen what they do in the Planetary. And it was so funny. For me, it was the Mario Schönwälder. And I slept in his flat. And that was, for me, it was amazing. And after the small concert, we went to an Irish pub to drink a little bit beer.
Yeah.
And then they told me, hey, we are looking for a third keyboarder.
Oh.
I think good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you. Oh, I think bad idea. Because I have no idea about music. I have no experience in concerts or
Yeah.
on stage. And yeah, they say that's your problem. You are the third.
Geez, that is a great story. How that could happen, right?
For me, unbelievable. And in September 22, 1994, we played our first concert, and BK&S was born. So it was really, really funny, because they played their CD, Spherical Bodies.
Okay.
And that was made with a guitarist. But he was ill, he can't play. And so I have to play with keyboards the part of the guitarist.
Oh my gosh.
So, and I learned, and I listened to the CD, and I can't hear it anymore, but I have to play, and that was.
Talk about Mario Schonwalder. Maybe the audience doesn't know about him. Can you talk about him a little bit, his background, and how he got the label going, and how you got involved? I know you got involved, but what his story is.
Yeah, he started years earlier. He met Chris Franke from Tangerine Dream. He worked together with Bernd Kistenmacher from Berlin, and so he has a lot of contact to the electronic scene.
Got it.
And then I think 1990 or 1991, he founded Manikin Records, and I think when he make also his own solo music, but he make less solo music when we start with BK&S.
I see.
And I don't know, 1991 or 1992, he said in a newspaper a small announce, or he asked for a drummer for a concert in a newspaper. And then Bas said, hey, I'm a drummer, I'm interested.
That's something.
So they meet that, the first contact. And then after that, it was Bas Broekhuis, Mario Schönwälder. September 94, the third one came, and that was me. And we start with BK&S, and now we have more than, I don't know, 100 concerts. We played in Poland,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Belgium, a lot of 6, 7 times in Great Britain, Netherlands, France, Italy, US. We played in 2012, 8 concerts in US, and for me, it was a wonder. You know, I learned nothing about music. It was everything I have done by myself. I learned by myself,
That is a great story. Ah,
and for us, but the other guys also, they have also learned official nothing. We played with our stomach, and
yeah.
and
Your
the
heart. You
main
played with your heart.
with your heart.
Yes, you did.
You're right. Exactly. And for us, the main thing is to have fun.
That's it. That's the
And
main
when
thing.
the That's the main. And when the audience has fun also, then we reach our goals. And that's what we want. That's what we want.
Are you still playing concerts still, or is that stopped?
Sure. We played last week at the 2nd of October. We played together with Thomas Kagermann. You know, maybe he played a lot concerts and a lot CDs with Klaus Schulze,
Right.
with violin.
Okay.
And a friend of mine, he's a guitarist. Normally, they played with two guitarists, flamenco guitar. They played
Oh.
very often in the US. Do you know Muriel Anderson?
No.
No, she's also a very in US. It's so famous guitarist, and they play together a lot concerts in US. And he played a brilliant guitar, and so we played with
Oh.
5 acoustic meets electronic.
Oh, that's great. That sounds like
We
a great big gig.
we played in a big church in near round about 1 hour by car here, far away from my hometown, and we played really. It was an amazing concert. A
Oh.
friend of mine, he made a really good light, and it's a big dome. It's a big church, cathedral like.
Mm.
That was last week. Yeah.
Was that videotape for a future
No,
release? Okay.
no video type. There, I can send you some links to
Would love to
Facebook.
see that.
Yeah.
Audience too would love to see that.
I think so. We get such a good feedback. Every feedback was positive, and so it's sun for my heart.
Yeah, well, you're lucky you're playing with musicians that have the same interests. You guys are friends. It
Yeah,
just happens beautifully, and the audience responds. You can't get better than that.
that's you're
It's
right.
beautiful.
And so, but we are all old guys, but we have fun
Yeah,
like young guys. So
yeah, that's the main thing. The
that's
music's still young. I want to ask you about a couple of your solo records I really enjoyed. Uh, Masquerade, very Mike Oldfield influence on that one.
yeah.
Was that
My
a Mike Oldfield influence on that record? Because it has some
mm,
sounds from that.
maybe that's a coincidence. So not I like
Okay,
Mike Oldfield. No question. So that's fine. Uh, I think my music is different to Mario and Bas
got
because
it.
Mario is the spacey man, spacey
Yeah,
sounds. Bass is the rhythm,
right.
bass, and I'm so the harmony melodies guy. And together we have our own style.
Hmm.
But when I make my solo music, maybe you know Spaintronic, the last album.
Yes, I've heard some of that.
Um, that's different. And Spaintronic number 6, I think, showed that Vangelis influenced me. I'm influenced by Vangelis, so that sounds from Vangelis and the music like Vangelis. That's a typical Spaintronic number 6.
Okay. Now, I really like Different Faces is another one I want to talk about
Oh,
with those beautiful sweeping synthesizer sounds. What synthesizer did you use to get those beautiful sweeping like
oh.
oscillators?
Yeah, over the years, it changed. It changed.
Okay.
So when I start, all the synthesizers has a lot of knobs.
Right.
Then comes a period with synthesizers only a small display and 12 the push button.
Okay.
So and no knobs. And there was a period where I played only with 90 soul racks. So and some controllers, MIDI controller keyboards, master keyboards. And there I used, for example, the Roland 1020, 1080, 2080,
Okay.
the rack synths, Quasi MIDI, Virus TE now I use, and then it changed into now I use the Phantom J6. I have an
I wanted to talk to you about your instruments, definitely. But I love that record. Another one I really like, Harmonic Steps.
Yeah,
it's very upbeat. It's got really is moving. It's perfect driving record.
There was no plan to make a double CD.
Oh, okay.
And I talked to Mario and I said, I have such a lot of music made in the past. And so I have some tracks with piano, some tracks with sequencer, electronic. And then he said, okay, we make two, it's a double. Piano steps and the electronic steps. Okay.
That's nice.
That was the idea. And that was 2005, I think. Yeah.
Jeez, 20 years ago already. Wow.
20 years ago. Then was EP, that was the breakfast event. So that was it's every year in December. There is that's a group, Friends of Electronic Music. They make EM, electronic music breakfast.
Okay.
And there are musicians, they play during the other, eat and have fun. And that I recorded that for this EP.
Beautiful.
And then the next was Spentronic. And Spentronic, only why my wife say, we had Corona pandemic.
Right.
And in the past, I never used a laptop on stage.
Okay.
I don't like to work open with a laptop. I won't that the audience think, he check his email or what the eBay account. I don't like it. And I never used a computer, only for recording.
Right.
So, but I worked now really close and closer with Michael Mansman.
Okay.
And he said, try Ableton. And so I start during Corona pandemic with Ableton. And Ableton, there are such a lot of opportunities to use sounds.
Endless, right? Endless amount of
endless.
stuff.
And it's impossible to do it with your synthesizer. Oh. And now I use a MacBook on stage, but it's closed. No one see it. I only use a master keyboard and a MIDI controller, and I have, in summary, 16 different sounds. And when you saw Vangelis in the past, when he worked in his studio, he had a lot of special customized sounds, sound synthesizer, and on the floor he had, 15 pedals. And that's I do it with potentiometer, with the fader, and I have 16 sounds I can play to the same time, or I mix, or I use this one. There are arpeggios, there are drum sounds, and I can I can do it spontaneously.
No, that's even better yet.
And I like to work with the sounds from Omnisphere,
Oh, they're great. That's a great company.
from
I know
all
them.
from all this year. You see,
Oh, yeah.
they have a lot
Right.
sound engines, and that's what I like to do. And every day I found new sounds. Also the Korg wave state. It's also it's amazing machine with sounds. It's unbelievable. A small, not really. It's cheap, but
Yeah.
not so expensive, and it's a mega machine.
Yeah.
I like the wave state.
Because I was going to ask you how you travel, but now I hear with this, all you have to do is close your laptop. You have one keyboard master, right? What do
Yeah.
you travel with? Is that basically the
No, normally I have my master keyboard, of course.
right?
I have the Nord Wave 2
Oh, that's a great one, right?
Absolute. When I play with live sequencing, I use the key step from Arturia. Key step is
Okay.
the 4-line sequencer.
Oh, okay.
And the Nord 2 has 4 synthesizers, and I can play completely tracks with the key step and the Nord Wave 2. Yeah, Nord Wave 2, key step, and the wave state. But when we play together with Bas and Mario, I use also the Jupiter 80.
Okay.
That's behind me.
Oh, okay, that. Okay. It's got it.
It sounds.
So how do you start a song then? Do you start with your sequencer or how do you guys coordinate this to create this beautiful sound?
That's a good question. I try to find a good answer.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's completely different. So,
Mm.
for example, we meet us in next February. We hired a small flat for 5 days
Okay.
in the middle of Germany.
Mm.
It's near the hometown from Klaus Schulze where he lived.
All
So
right.
there is a small village, and so we meet us. And there are 2 ways. One way is each one of us creates some sequences. We say we play in D moll or minor,
Okay.
for example, or in A or in C or
Okay.
whatever. And I have 4 tracks, Bas 4 tracks, Mario 4 tracks, and when we are together, we synchronize the MIDI clock and we
Got it.
listen how it works together. That's one way. Or we say, no, we start with 0, with nothing.
Mm.
And we look how we develop with our heart, with our stomach, with our mood, the situation.
Yeah,
How
spontaneous in the moment.
in the moment. And then it could be that we have 2 days, no idea. And on the 3rd day, we play a completely new album.
Wow, that's me. That's something. Well, you guys are so talented and professional. You can figure that out. Plus, you know each other so well. You know your
Yeah.
music. You know each other's music, so that helps. The vibe is there.
But I know that sometimes I make music and they don't like it, not really, but they play it. But that's the reason why we have different basics. So
Yeah. Well,
harmony.
you can't expect everything to sound, perfect. It's got to be that moment when it happens.
And I think that's special for BK&S. For example, when Klaus Schulze, he celebrated his 60th birthday.
Okay.
We celebrate the birthday in a planetary. And we played Klaus Schulze tracks, but not a copy. It makes no sense to make a copy. We played Klaus Schulze tracks in our own style, but you can remember, you see, that's, for example, one track, I don't know, Moondown or Time Wind, I don't know. It starts with Abba de la Wifi Samawa. That's Arabian Father. It's, when you pray, Father, our Father,
Yeah.
in German, Vater unser. And I learned the Arabian, and we start with this, and everyone knows that's from Klaus Schulze.
Mm.
Or Crystal Lake. We made the sequence for the beginning, and everyone recognized that's Klaus Schulze. And then we played it in our own style. And it's typical for BK&S.
And what's the following there for younger musicians? Are they getting into electronic music there in Germany? Are they creating it? I mean, do you see any of this going on?
Not really.
Okay.
I think the typical Berlin school, it's a problem. It's a problem to find people who like this music. I think the problem is that listening music changed in the last years. So when I was young, and not only the people listen, they have audio speakers, a fine technology. They sit down and they listen the whole CD.
Exactly, like I used to do. Right.
And when you listen a track, it's 30 minutes, like Schulze, 20, 30 minutes. Today, no one do this, listen from start to end.
No.
But only when you listen 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you can recognize there is something happen in the music. It is not boring. There is the sounds move, the sequences, some sequence, new, the other go, and that's a typical Berlin school. And no one listen. You have Spotify, you have earphones, and zap, the next one,
right.
And it's so complicated. You can't enjoy long tracks. No one do it.
No. Well, who comes to your shows? What's the age range that come to your shows? Is there a younger audience or just older?
Yeah, there are some exceptions that are young. There is one father with his daughter. I think when I saw them the first time, she was maybe 11, and now she's more than 20 years old. And she's when there are concerts in Netherlands, every concert she is with his father in front of the stage. She like it.
That's great. Yeah.
There's one guy, he start maybe with 8 or 9. Yeah, he do it. It's not what I like, his music, but he do it, he tried, everything's fine. Everything's fine. But in the end, most of the electronic musicians are a little bit older.
Okay, right. I agree. I can understand.
And I have no idea how we can find younger people. The problem is when we play a concert, 80%, 90%, that's always the same people, because they know our music, they like our music, and they say, I go here, I go there. Maybe 10, 20% are not new, and they say, oh, that was fine. That was interesting. I never heard before. But when you look to some shows in TV, in the background, very often it's electronic music. No one knows what is it.
Yeah.
And so I have a radio show every week.
Oh, okay.
And in this radio show, it's Thursday evening, 10 a.m. PM, 10 p.m., 2 hours live. And I always start with a track, trance track. Because when you talk with someone who has no idea what for music I make, I say electronic music. Oh, techno, trance.
Right,
No.
That's what they think. Yeah.
Today,
Right.
electronic is techno. No. So I start with a trance track, a trance with melody part. The bridge in the middle is melody, it's sometimes classic music. And I say, that's also electronic. And now I will show you where are the
well, that's how the
roots, back to the roots. So music maybe from 78 or 81, and then the audience, I get emails and they say, I never heard this.
Yeah.
And so I have a lot listeners every Thursday, 10 to 12. Evosonic Radio, Evosonic DE.
Is it on the? It's on the internet, right? So anybody.
Yeah, that's on the internet.
I need the link to that because I'm going to try to get. I've interviewed a number of electronic artists like yourself. I mean, I'm trying to do this with this program. It's been an interesting run here because some of the interviews I thought would have a lot of people watching and hardly anybody. And the ones that I didn't think people would watch, they'd watch.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
Yeah, that's it's funny, but a lot of people, they like it, but they have no idea where can they get it.
Right.
And Bandcamp is a website where you can buy such music. And I sent you some links, one link to the radio show and one link to small videos from last concert.
Are you selling any music on Bandcamp or are you selling CDs? Oh, you are. It's great.
Yeah, I have my own channel, my own website there.
I see that. Yep.
With Manikin Records, it's not very. It's not very much, but a little bit.
There's so much out there. That's another problem. There's so much glut of music. It's hard to filter in what you like.
But in the end, it's much cheaper when you go to YouTube or to Spotify, and then maybe it's for free. And why do you pay for when you can get it for free?
See, that's another problem. There's so many free records out there on YouTube. I mean, I don't know how anybody makes any money anymore. I guess it's just a labor of love now,
Yeah.
Unless you've been a big star back in the 70s, like Tangerine Dream, Klaus Schulze, Can, everybody knows the big bands, big groups. But that's why I'm glad I got you on here to.
But the internet makes the world smaller.
Yes.
I work for a company. They develop and sells sensors for automation. And one of our CEOs was 2-3 years ago in Mexico. There's a big company, and he talked to the CEO from the company, and they talk about hobby and what he like and so. And he told he liked electronic music, and in Germany, Klaus Schulze, Tangerine Dream, Kraftwerk, and he also liked Vangelis Jean-Michel. My colleague said to him, a colleague of mine, he make also electronic music. Oh, what's his name? Detlef Keller? Yeah, sure. It's also a very famous German electronic musician.
Oh.
Say, this guy in Mexico. And so I looked, what? Yeah. I looked also crazy when he talked to me, and he said Detlef Keller is famous in Mexico. But in the end, that's the internet.
Yes.
When you listen maybe music, Klaus Schulze, Kraftwerk, then there are lots of tips, but also in this direction. And
exactly. So you're up there, you're out there someday, even if they're not finding you. They will find you if they're looking for this music because you're out there. You make beautiful music. You and Mario and your live shows. I'm glad I had you on today. I want to thank you for your time and your work.
You're
I
welcome.
mean, I want to, try to have artists like yourself and that are still relevant playing music.
That's my main job now is to be healthy, that I have a long life.
Yeah, well, it gets older, it gets harder. A lot of
No,
stupid little minor problems happen, but what are you going to do? You just got to work through it and music keeps you young. Your music.
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the good relationship to the friends and my wife. So that's important that my wife say, "Hey, that's your thing, make it."
Yes.
Also important.
Yes, it is. So
Helpful.
anyway, it's been great talking to you. Send me the links. I don't know if you have my
Yeah.
email address. Just send me the links you want me to put on. And plus maybe a thumbnail photo would be good too that you want me to put. And I should have this up sometime soon. It's been a
Perfect.
pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
I thank you and have a good time.
You,
Everything's good for you.
thank you. I hope so. Take
Bye
care.
bye then.